If you want to build a strong lower body and abs, but you are short on time, this is the workout you need to be doing, because today we are all about building muscle in the quads, the hams, the glutes, the calves, all the lower body, the thighs, all of it down here, plus the abs and obliques. And today we are working a no repeat structure. We have got 12 exercises for the lower body, working for 60 seconds, resting for 20. Then once we hit all of our lower body exercises, we're gonna hit the abs and obliques. And for that round, we are gonna be working for 40 seconds, resting for only 10, and we've got 5 exercises for that round. Equipment today, the only thing you're gonna need will be your moderately heavy to heavy dumbbells. So keep that in mind as you're picking your weight. It'll kind of vary, I would say, as we go through this workout. Start heavy, and then as we really start to fatigue, because this is gonna be a tough session today, work moderately heavy. Whatever is gonna allow you to keep the best form, working that full range of motion. Because on top of today's no repeat structure, we have got tempo training. And tempo training means we're gonna work some different tempos, whether it be pulses, holds, things like that, throughout this workout to up the intensity, up that muscle build as we go. Optional equipment, you will see I've got it out here. Again, this is just optional, so if you have it, grab it. I've got my exercise bench out here, so if you have that, or an elevated surface, this is gonna be for, we've got Bulgarian split squats, we've got feet elevated glute bridges, also seated calf raises. Other than that, modifications will be on screen. Then I have got my pods for a few of the exercises for the lower body and abs. So if you have these, grab those. These are a fun little tool to have in your collection of strength equipment. And then everyone's favorite, the innocent little booty band or mini resistance band. I got that for a few of our exercises as well. We're gonna go ahead and get into our warm up so we can get this started. Just a few minutes here to get everything warm and ready to go. We're gonna start with squat and quad pulls. So bringing it down and then pull it up. Now with that optional equipment, if you don't have that, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, this will still be very effective for the lower body and abs today. A few more here, keeping that chest up as you lower down. Last one. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a good morning and reach with a staggered position. So one leg forward, we're gonna reach it out and up. Spine nice and long. Keeping a pretty quick tempo throughout this warm up today. Last 2, and then we'll switch it over. And 1, woo. Other side, opposite leg forward. Here we go, switching it down and squeeze. Grabbing our light weights next. Last 2. I'm gonna use 15 pounds. We've got a squat and then a Romanian deadlift. So again, just some lighter weight here to start waking everything up through that lower body. Here we go, squatted down first, 5 reps. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and then Romanian deadlift. Last one, 5 reps here. Arms down, shoulders rolled back, soft knees, and hinge it forward. That's 5. Pull and squeeze. 4. Exhale as you come back up. We've got 2 more. Here's 2. And last one. Whew. All right, we're getting into it. Remember, no repeat structure. This first exercise, we got a little bit of everything. We got our tempo. We're gonna use the band and the pods if you have that. We've got a heel elevated goblet squat with a hold at the bottom and a slow up. So if you're gonna use your band, put that right above your knees. If you've got your pods, grab those, rounded side up, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this. And the one thing I forgot to mention, if you wanna use your watch to help track this workout, I am following the traditionals, not my map, my watch, traditional strength training option. Ooh, I wanna run away from leg day today. Where could I go? Map, just tell me where to go. I'm just kidding. So heels elevated here, goblet position, dumbbell in, elbows tucked in. We go in 3, 2, and 1. So drop it down. Remember, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now nice and slow up for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it back down quick. Hold it, 3. Up nice and slow. Push through those heels. Back down quick. Hold it. Head up, chest up, nice and low. Push it up nice and slow. Woo! And drop it. Tempo work is always a tough day. So I'm not, when I say I wanted to run from leg day, I was like, oh, this one is gonna burn, but it's gonna feel so good. As always, you know that. Sometimes it never is our favorite thing to get a workout started, but once we get into it, it feels so good and we're so happy we did. So I know that's coming for me. I'm already feeling better, to be honest. All right, last one. Hold it down for 3, 2, and 1. There it is. All right, one time through each. Next exercise we have is our rotating kickstand RDL. We're out with the band. You can keep your pods if you want, but you'll just need one dumbbell, opposite hand, from opposite leg. We're gonna rotate. And here we go. So rotate towards the outside. Oh, wow, squeeze up. Whew. Nice, slow. Ooh, tempo as we work through this one today. So really give yourself a chance to feel that stretch through the hamstring. As you lower down, hit the bottom, and then squeeze that hamstring, squeeze that glute to bring it back up. Mind, muscle, right there. I got my mind on the muscle and the muscle on my mind. Does that work? Can we do that? I think we're gonna say it. I know that's a song. I'm pretty sure. Spine long, core tight. Oh, yes. Okay, last one. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Finish the rep out. Oh, there it is. Nice job. All right, switching over. Other side, same thing. This pod. Oh. So the reason with this pod, with this elevated, it's gonna help us work a little bit deeper into those hamstrings. So yeah, you can probably feel it if you're using yours. Here we go. 60 seconds, bring it down. Pull up. So this is working that outer glute a little bit more with this rotation. Also, always really good to add different types of different movement patterns. With this rotation, this just makes it a little bit more functional, because in everyday life, we're not just robots, just forward and back, forward and back. We're going side to side. We got some rotation in there. You never know what you might be doing. So again, functional, stronger here. Oh, to be stronger out there, but keep that spine nice and long. Remember, lift everything up, squeeze, and then, oh, shaky. Oh, God. Okay, we're almost there. All right, the timer is gonna go down, but here we go, last 3. Get this last one in, and 1, nice job. All right, we are going to a sumo squat. Now, if you got your pods, keep them. Heel elevated sumo squat. I'm gonna grab 1 heavy dumbbell for this one. We're gonna do full rep to half rep. So bringing those heels up, legs out, toes out, and here we go. So full rep, down. Now bring it up halfway, bring it back down to the bottom, and then pull up to the top. Squeeze. Okay. Yep. Okay, half rep, up, down, pull and squeeze. Oh, the shake is real. Spine long, drive those hips back, halfway, up, stick that chest out, make sure your spine's staying long. Oh, wow, the hamstring. Oh. Again, nice slow tempo in this one to really give yourself a chance to feel that as you work through it. This is gonna be the last one. A half rep here, down. We got 3, and 1, nice job. All right, moving on now. Out with the pods. We are out with the pods until we hit abs. We have got a staggered squat with 3 pulse. So 1 dumbbell on each shoulder, Grabbing your weights, bringing it up, staggered squat. So more focus on this forward leg, back leg, just a kickstand. 60 on, here we go. Down for 3, pulse it. 2, 1, press it up, squeeze. Down for 3, 2, 1. All that weight on that forward leg, pulse it. 3, 2, 1. You're starting to see now why I was like, if you're short on time and you want to build muscle, this is gonna be your go-to. So add this one to the list. Although if you are following the monthly calendars, I mix things up in those monthly calendars between our new and previous workouts to give you a nice structure for your training throughout the month. So if you're following those, maybe you'll see this one again in a few months. All right, last pulse here, take it down. Last 3, 2, 1, press it up. Oh, shake it out. All right, same thing, other side. Just under 10 and we go. So let's get that foot position, get that weight on that forward leg, take it back as a kickstand, dumbbells up, and here we go. We pulse it for 3, pulse it for 3, 2, 1, press. Exercises for that lower body. This is exercise number 6 out of 12. So we are moving on. We're getting close. Keep that weight on the forward leg. Really working on this side here. Almost there. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Breathe. If you got your bench, now is the time to grab it. We're doing Bulgarian split squats first before that glute bridge. So Bulgarian split squat, hold low mod. If lunges don't bother your knees, do a stationary lunge, or you're doing a kickstand glute bridge. So you'll bring it on the mat. We're gonna hold it low for 3. Follow my count here, and let's begin. So down for 3, 2, 1. Now if you're taking that mod, you're holding that glute bridge at the top for 3. If you're doing just a stationary lunge, you're holding it low for 3, 2, press. Keep those shoulders back, chest up. Nice and low, and push. So tempo work keeps that muscle under tension longer. As you can probably feel. But that's why I love to add it in these shorter workouts, because it is a big boost in the intensity. Again, allowing us to really maximize that shorter amount of time and get a lot out of it. Okay, last hold, and then we switch. Down for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Oh, those are tough. Hold it here. Other side, same thing. Switch up your kickstand if you're doing that glute bridge. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Press up. All that push through that working leg. That's whether you are taking the lunge, the split squat, or the glute bridge. Count your own 3, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Hello, lost my weight. Yes, over halfway on this one. This for me is probably one of the most challenging exercises. Next, we're gonna move it to the ground quick if you're not there already. Okay, last 3, here we go. Down for 3, 2, 1. All right, woo, feet elevated glute bridge without your bench. You were just doing that glute bridge. You can always put your pods under your feet as well if you're on the mat, not on the bench for sure, but all right, so feet elevated or that glute bridge. Here we go. Up and squeeze. All the way down, all the way up, nice and slow. So don't rush through it. You're coming down to the mat and then press right back up. So that's the quickest part, is the down and press. Not even the down, I should just say. When you hit the bottom of your rep, you're already moving right back up. Squeeze it, hold it, then come down, nice and controlled, and up. Getting close, a few more reps, keep them strong. Especially with a minute of work, try not to let your mind wander. So you can get the most out of every rep, every second there. Last 3, 2, 1, amazing. All right, so if you don't have your bench, you're gonna stay on the ground because we're gonna do a rear leg lift. If you were on your bench, or if you have your bench, grab that. And we're gonna go ahead and put that band on, if you have it, right above your knees. Now, if you're on the mat, you can be down on your forearms or up on your hands. And here we go, rear leg lift. Lift it up, squeeze. Now, the reason I'm on the bench is because you can see I get a slightly deeper range of motion, going all the way down past that bench, tapping the floor, and then back up. Spine is staying nice and long. Again, you can be on your forearms for this one. Squeezing that glute. Woo! By the way, this is exercise 9 out of 12. We gotta switch sides and we have one final exercise for the lower body before we hit abs. Hold it up with me for 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, switching it over, other side. All right, so just going to the other side. Take your time with this one. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Break is over. Lift it up, squeeze, and down. Hold it up at the top so you really feel that squeeze, the contraction of the glutes, and then back down. Core is engaged. Now I'm gonna give you a heads up of what we've got coming next so you can get what you need. We're gonna be doing calf raise pulses next. I'm gonna do these seated on my bench and I'm gonna put my pods underneath my toes, rounded side up. So if you have that, you just wanna get what you need and move it quick because you see how quick that 20 seconds is going by today. And then I'll have weight right above my knees. The other option you'll see on screen, that mod without the bench, is a standing calf raise. No pods, just those calf raise pulses. Hold it up for 3, 2, 1. Nice. Done with the band. Getting that out of here. All right, I'm gonna move quick so we can get this going. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, up and squeeze, pulse it. So little pulses up. Whew. Now if you're standing, those dumbbells just right next to your side like you see, keeping those shoulders back. Same thing seated, we're not rounding down here. We're still working that good posture. Little move up and down. Last lower body exercise, so really burn out the calves right here. And these pods, I haven't really mentioned yet, but because of their rounded shape and they're kind of like, woo, That is really good for your balance. So that helps us work stabilizer muscles, engages the core a little bit more. So that's why I love these as well. Just another piece that you can add to help to increase your functional strength. Balance is super important, and that's what these will help build. All right, we're gonna be on the mat after this. We're gonna keep our pods if you have them. Last 3 and 1, nice job. So we won't need any more dumbbells, but keep your pods down there. I just wanna kind of clear a space out here. Gonna get my bench out of the way. We're gonna be on the mat for a plank. Pods are underneath your hands, rounded side down. And we're gonna alternate arm and leg, opposite arm, opposite leg lift. So get into that plank, and here we go. So opposite arm to opposite leg lift. Hold it, and then back down. Other side. Now, if you are on your knees, I just want you lifting up through those arms, one side and then the other. But again, nice and slow. I know this is so challenging. That core is working overtime with these pods. And remember, only 40 seconds here. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job, done with the pods. All right, so here, those legs are gonna be out long. We're gonna be on our back, head down, legs out nice and long, and we're just gonna bend and tap. Legs straight, tap the mat. Out long, tap. Woo! Keep that low back pressed into the mat. Now, if you find you're having a hard time keeping that pressed in, alternate taps, bending those knees and just tapping down. Almost there. Whew. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Next exercise is a double pulse cross body crunch. We're gonna keep those legs long, but you can bring them down if you need to. If not, legs out and then double pulse. Pulse it same side, out. Double pulse. Again, you can keep that one leg down if you need and just straighten out one. Only 5 exercises for abs, and I am telling you that's all we're gonna need. This is exercise 3 out of 5. Of course, switching sides next. Get that shoulder blade up, really meet the knee to elbow, squeeze, squeeze. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo, tuck it in. Other side, same thing. You can keep that leg down if you need. If not, both legs out nice and long. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulse it. And down. Exhale as you pulse. Over halfway. Oh my word. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna do a dead bug iso hold with double arm pumps. So legs up, 90 degree, actually tabletop, 90 degree. Press that low back into the mat. Arms are up, then we're gonna pulse. 1, 2, up. Pulse, pulse, up. Exhale with your pumps. Drive that lower back in. Don't let your knees come too close to your chest. I know a lot to think about, but this is it, and we have made it. Whoo! Yes! Your challenge today, just for a little bit more love in the lower body, is the thighs finisher. So you're gonna see that come up on screen. So glad that you showed up today with me. I needed you there with me. This one was tough. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh my word. You know, sometimes the struggle is real. And We did it though. We made it and we feel so much better. At least I do. I feel so much better because of it. I hope you do too. And with that, let's go do some thighs. Thighs finisher. I will see you over there. Thanks again for getting strong with me. I love ya.